Hi everybody! I am going live today to talk all about my 15-person team and what everybody does on my team, because I get a lot of questions about this since I have such a big team. People are like, what are you even doing? So I wanted to share you guys a really good sneak peek of what my team looks like, how many people I have on my team, what everybody does. So if you're thinking about growing a team or you want to improve your current team, hopefully this will give you a little bit of an idea of like how I run my team and how you can kind of use that almost like inspiration or like an example to follow. So let's dive into it. So the other day, I went live and I shared with you guys what I actually do all day as somebody who manages a team and has a lot of clients, has an agency, and some of these clients I work with more closely than others. And, I have this 15-person agency. Like, what does that really look like? So if you haven't already watched that video, I would definitely recommend checking it out because it's sort of like a prequel to this video. I wanted to really go live today and go even deeper into like the breakdown of what my team actually looks like, not just what do I do, but what does everybody else on my team do as well. So when you're running a team of any size, like regardless of whether it's a 15-person team, a 5-person team, a 3-person team, it's really important to figure out exactly who is in charge of what on the team. Having these defined roles for each person and what their responsibilities are is crucial for any size team. And because I know how important this is, I worked very hard to move my team in a direction where I ultimately want to be, where some of my team members have more responsibility than others and are even like in charge of other team members and are in more of a managerial position. So, for example, my husband, Brent, he is in charge of everything Pinterest related on the team. We actually have about 50 Pinterest clients, and he is the one who is responsible for everything in that area. And because we do have so many clients for Pinterest, he also has 4 team members who work underneath him, and they work just on Pinterest. And so he is sort of like the manager of Pinterest and is in charge of delegating all of the Pinterest work out to those team members, teaching them how to follow the workflows we have set up, and making sure that everything gets done and all of the Pinterest clients are happy. Hi, Kayla. So since Pinterest is like a really big piece of what my business does, that area of the business is obviously a lot more built out with, several different team members working in that area. And the other areas of my business aren't necessarily as built out, but I see those other pieces eventually growing to that size. So I sort of look at how Pinterest is running in my business as an example of where I want other parts of my business to get to. So I've started to train certain team members to do a job similar to what Brent does on the Pinterest side, so that they can kind of manage their own little area of the business, take responsibility over it, and then eventually there's going to be other interns or team members that work underneath them that, similar to Brent, that they're going to be able to manage. So today I'm going to give you guys the breakdown of exactly how many people I have on my team and what each person on my team actually does. And also I just want to remind you that because I have an agency, I do have quite a few people on my team. I realize that it's a lot. So it might seem a little bit overwhelming to you to think like, oh my gosh, 15 people, that's like so many people. But just like everybody else who has a team, I started with just one person. Like I had one person and then I had 2 people and then, it slowly grew over time. If you want to build a team that's smaller, you can totally do that and really just take these concepts that I'm giving you and especially all the ones that I'm going to be talking about in the challenge next week, which I'm super excited about, and then just kind of downsize them to fit whatever size team you want and whatever that looks like in your business. For me, I love having a team so much that I'm always looking to make it bigger. I love the idea of having a lot of people working with me because it turns into like this own little community, this family. I love being able to also like support other people, teach them how to do client work and how we work and give them experience and also be able to support them financially. That's so fulfilling for me. I want to be able to do that for as many people as possible. But again, especially if you're not interested in having an agency, a smaller team might work better for you and your goals, and that's totally fine. And you can take these tips and make it work for whatever size team fits you and your business. Hi, Tennille. All right, so here is the breakdown of everybody on the team. Okay, so I'm not going to give you their names because I just want to keep privacy, but I'm going to list out sort of all the different like positions that we have. So first there's me. I'm like the CEO of the business. That's my official title. And then Brent, my husband, he is the vice president. That's his official title. And he is also the Pinterest manager. Then we have our online business manager. We actually used to have two, but now we just have one. So she manages everything related to like systems and helping me keep everything organized both on the client side and on my own personal side of the business. Then we have one person who is in a dual position where they're both our bookkeeper and our customer service representative, which is kind of weird. She just happens to be really good at both of those things, so I'm taking advantage of her strengths. But typically these two positions wouldn't go together, and so you might want to have like a bookkeeper and then also somebody to do customer service, but she just happens to do both things really good. So that's what I have her doing. I also have somebody who is the graphic designer on the team. I have a social media manager. I have 3 different copywriters. I have a sales copywriter, and then I have 2 general copywriters for things like blog posts, newsletters, social media, stuff like that. The sales copywriter does more like sales pages, Facebook ads, that kind of stuff. I have a tech expert on the team for anything like website related, kind of like she helps with like funnel tech sometimes as well. I have somebody who helps with email marketing, specifically ActiveCampaign. I specialize in ActiveCampaign myself as well, but she helps me as well because we have a lot of ActiveCampaign work. And then we have our 4 Pinterest workers who work under Brent. So that's a total of 15 people that I just listed out. And then also I have a couple of other people who are not necessarily like on the team technically, but they still do work for us. So I'm going to list those out as well. So I have 4 people that we hire through Upwork. I have a video editor. I have 2 transcriptionists, and I have somebody who does general admin virtual assistant work. That's super, super basic, like organizing spreadsheets and stuff like that. I just have a lot of like filing stuff and that she helps with, so it's really good to just have somebody who can handle that. And then I have contractors who are not on the team, like my accountant, my lawyer, and then also my business coach. So yeah, those are all the people that are sort of like related to the team. Technically, I think that was a total of like 21, but the real like official team is 15 people, and those are all the people that work with me every single day, which is so amazing and fun, and I really, really enjoy having this community around me. Thank you so much, Danielle. I know it's like this. It's weird. I have so many people. It's actually turning into a company that sounds so official, but it's true. It's incredible, and it's anybody can do this. Anybody can grow a team. Just because you don't think that you have that like boss like personality thing, or you don't have like managerial experience. I mean, I knew nothing when I started my team. I started from 0, so I I've sort of grown into this person who is more of like a manager and likes managing people, but I totally was not like that before. So if you're thinking about growing a team, just know that like this list I gave you might sound a little bit overwhelming, especially if you don't have any team members right now, but it's totally doable. And I've done this over, I mean, this has grown over the past 3 to 4 years. It has been a process of building my team up to where it is today, and I would love to make it even bigger in the future. So yeah, it's totally possible. And as you can see, there's really a place, a role, a responsibility area for everybody in my business. They all have ownership over a special area, and I'm working to make it even more of a role for them in terms of like giving them more delegation power, eventually having more interns and more workers. And so I'm really excited for the future of my team and to be able to like share with you guys even more as it grows and becomes a more concrete company. So lastly, I just want to remind you guys that next week we are doing the Systemize and Scale Challenge. This is the second time I've run this challenge. It's totally live. I'm going to be going live every single day next week, giving you guys super actionable tips about how to systemize your business and start building your team so that you can scale to 6 or 7 figures, just like I have done. So I'm really excited to share all of my tips with you guys because it's going to be super, super good. If you haven't already signed up, definitely go ahead and click the link in this video description. It's just systemizeandscale.co/challenge. I'm so excited. And there's also going to be a webinar 1 week from today, where I'm going to go into the 4 steps on how to scale your business. So yes, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I hope to see you next week for the challenge.